Hello, nice to have you again in a special edition of You and Your Health. I come up today with something that we must have to fight together to stop in our country because it's not too good a news to be in position to be identified with us. I saw a video where a woman was dehumanized, and as a matter of fact, this woman was stripped naked and paraded on the street. And you know what? The story happened that this woman was said to use sex to kill the husband. That he gave the husband sex to the point the husband died. And people rushed in as she called for help. The help happened to be to her own detriment. Today, I want to give the deepest revelation of what happens here. And that deepest revelation of what happens here, why men die during sexual intercourse, I will reveal to you also, as a man, there are women you must avoid. When you see this, I will reveal this to you today so that you will be in position to live long in the land of the living. This is very important because there are women that have suffered this, even the stigma of the same. Some are in detention today, and I want to appeal to you. Get everyone hooked to this station right now as we're going to share this deep revelation. By so doing, we can be in position to run a nation with understanding. Please do that. I'll be right back.
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye.
Welcome back. Today's edition is not too good. I use the word too good. It is something that we may say as a nation, cover ourselves with a sackcloth in the form of shame that we are showing this kind of events to the entire world. That is the level of our narrative understanding we have in the issue of life. But let the message of today help you to save our women, save their dignity. Because if you look at this, it can't imagine, even if it is an act, you ask yourself, for these women to be also part of issue of dehumanizing a woman, meaning that they are also under the same mindset. They are not doing it because they are doing what they may say to be the right. You need to shame her. But today I will tell you why men die during sexual intercourse. But you know, this is not actually on unusual news. It has been happening. But most times it happens in the hotels. It doesn't usually happen in the home. It happens in the hotel. And why does it always happen in the hotel? It happens in the hotel because majority of the cases, the men carry a side chick. A side chick right there in the hotel. And what happens? If you invest, you make an investment, you also will see for return on the investment. So most of them, in actual effort to have maximum return on investment, turnover becomes the order of the day. And how would they be able to turn over as a man? They only have to turn over with the aid of drugs. Get me right, because I will explain why these things happen and why we must not allow it to continue. Our men are important. You can't leave your children halfway. You can't be in position. I've said it over and over again. Why we must care a man's life, a man's presence in his family is a moral booster to the children with or without money. That's why as a man, you must have to preserve your health. Now let me explain something to you. In fact, I will give you some deep biological or physiological events that has to do with achieving an erection, sustaining an erection, and ejaculating in the process. In your body as a man, there are two nervous pathways that control the issue of erection and ejaculation. When I talked about diabetes, I actually mentioned something that there's what is called parasympathetic nervous system in a man's body that at the level of the thoracolumbar vertebra, that particular mass that connects the issue of sexual arousal is just located there. That if a man gets sexually aroused by any means, that stands as NTN marks that catches the signal. It takes that very signal and pushes it over to the brain. The brain interprets what he saw, what he imagined, or whatever, and by so doing, it releases a chemical messenger called cyclic guanosine monophosphate. Don't worry about the big grammar. I said it here. That shouldn't be part of our discussion. Just hearing, because I will dilute it further. That cyclic guanosine monophosphate, what it does, in addition to what is called nitrate oxide, will cause blood to rush down. In fact, it will cause dilatation. We make the pipe of the blood to open up, and more blood will go towards the chambers of the penis. The penis has 3 balloons, and those balloons, the blood will fill it, and the man will achieve erection. Okay? Get this very picture. Caused by parasympathetic nervous system. All right? And when he achieves that very erection and sustaining, you can see a vein also on top of that penis that is blocked so that the blood can remain there. Now, having done the aspect of erection, no problem. The one that is deadly, unquote, is the issue of emission and ejaculation. The aspect of ejaculation is controlled by another pathway called sympathetic nervous system. Unfortunately, that one that also controls the ejaculatory process is same that also controls the heart. See the dynamics of why ejaculation, God didn't allow it to last a long time as many we wish. You know what? It has to come on as quickly as possible. At the point of ejaculation, the heart stops working. The heart will temporarily hold on to enable ejaculatory process go. And immediately after ejaculation, the body releases a chemical messenger called phosphodiesterase. This phosphodiesterase, you keep it in mind because I will use it to tell you something about the drugs you are taking. That phosphodiesterase will cause blood to go back into the body and the penis will go down. You get that picture? And that's why as soon as ejaculation is over, you see the heart rate will increase. Boom, 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 boom. The man may swell and all that in order to return back to normal. We're going to talk today on the issue of this marathon. How many times I might turn over and all that. My friend, you will not dig your grave by yourself through ignorance. That's why I'm here today. Listen to me so that we can avoid, so that we can stop this barbaric. I don't know how the world will classify us in this. The level of ignorance in this side of the world is something we can't condone anymore. It's horror. It's horrible. Some people will say it's an attack. The woman used witchcraft to kill her. Some people say it's witchcraft. He used witchcraft to kill her. How long can we continue? How long can we continue in this madness of ignorance? And our people keep dying and keep dying for different health-related problems. And they say now one demon, one attack. Even the one you are suffering there now, apart from this, you also believe it is one person. If they allow you, we see the person naked. Ignorance is the mother of personal destruction. A voluntary misfortune. It can be individual, it can also be national. A voluntary misfortune. And it is worse when you are ignorant or you are ignorant. My dad told me something. He said, a fool is not he who does not know, but he who does not know and does not know that he does not know. Some of us right now, even the thing you don't know, you still be saying you know. People will advise you, leave that demon and witches and wizards you are abiding, go to hospital and attend to your health problem. You know, you say, I know my enemies. Ever since you know them, the problem is still there. Don't die because of foolishness. Don't die because of foolishness. Stay tuned. When I come back, I will be in position to tell you what happened to men, how that process that used to be an enjoyment can turn to sorrow. An event like this man lying on the bed. Why does it always happen in the hotel? And why now even at home? Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye.
Welcome back. You are still on You and Your Health. I remain your friend, Dr. Richard Okoye. And we are looking at, unquote, mysterious events that tend to happen. People have different interpretation. And a woman happened to lose the husband in the process of intercourse. There are a lot of women right now as I'm talking to you, even in detention. On the process, there was one man, they were having intercourse and the man died. They're still calling her to explain what happened. She doesn't know anything to explain. I'm going to explain it to you today. Some women having suffered this are living in stigmatization or the same stigma of being the person who killed the husband or someone during intercourse. They're still living with it today. Let this knowledge liberate each and every one of them. Please. Please, even those in detention, let us please understand that a number of us, look at women also being part of it, to tell you that it's beyond just because they want to be wicked to the woman or something like that. It is an existing narrative we have to change. Okay, now I will explain to you why men die during intercourse as a phenomenon. But if you look at this very one, it doesn't also happen in women only. Look at this. This is an animal. And as a matter of fact, this hen happened to be very fortunate because if the owners of this other fowl had been able to see her, they would have roasted her the same or paraded her to see the person who killed. You see what I mean? This happened in animal and this could also happen in men. But see why it is more common in the hotel, and I will come to why this woman be a victim in her own house. Now see, because as earlier explained, majority of men having been in position to die during intercourse in most hotels, die because of trying to achieve return on investment by doing turnover, which they can't do without the aid of drugs. And those drugs, those aphrodisiac, the Viagra and the coal, you know what? Those drugs are also called phosphodiesterase enzyme inhibitor. If you were earlier with us, when we thought that it's that phosphodiesterase that bring out the blood so that the penis will go down, that very drug, they cause the stoppage of that phosphodiesterase so as the erection can be sustained beyond where it ought to be. It's a treatment of ED. There's no doubt about that. However, on the course of these very drugs, some will overdose themselves in a compromised heart problem. By the time this continues, the heart will be waiting. I beg, release me for where? No, let me finish first. Before you know it, the heart will go. And they will have either heart attack, and from there nothing is done. They may have heart failure. They will have cardiac arrest right there. Second order of the day is that most of our men above 50 years also tend to be in one drug of hypertensive or heart-related drugs and all that. Some of these drugs interact with this aphrodisiac because drug like nitric oxide causes hypotension. A patient in this very drug piece of Viagra, it will cause sudden hypotension that will cause a shock to this very fellow, and that fellow can die there. That's why overdosing of those very drugs could be as dangerous as striking an arrow direct to the heart. And that's why you see most of our men die in the process. Now, alcohol is something that is synonymous use for pleasure and enjoyment. That most times you see some of these men, they will be drunk. And when you are drunk, it counters the effect of some of these aphrodisiac drugs. And what it counters is to be able to achieve their desired result, they have to increase the dose. And that dose, in a compromised heart, may not be in position to stand the pressure. It may not be in position to stand the pressure. Now, let's look at this unfortunate woman. I call her unfortunate because her own, instead of maybe it happened elsewhere, this one happened in her own house. And you know what? What may have happened here? Most men being exploratory in nature. Most times you will see a friend, we bring one concoction, nah, this one no gunge, pakaraka. If you drink this one, pak. This one, like you will stay for 2 days and you hear that kind of thing. You go put your head. This one, if you do, you will last for 2 days. Where? Now you will wake up in hell. And men, being that explorative in nature, they will drink one thing. Some of these very products, they don't know even their mechanism of action and can help causing vasospasm. Vasospasm is that something of this very nature. It can cause what is called vasospasm, narrowing of the blood vessel of the heart. That's when the person may have sudden heart attack. That's why I will use this opportunity to reveal to you, Madam Oga, if you are in this very process and you see one symptom I will explain, I will tell you what to do immediately. So, in her own case, most probably the man may have gotten one product to make today become fire for fire and he find himself in hell. That's just what may have happened. It may have happened in the course of heart condition not too strong to withstand that. He may have also been drunk and took all those things in concussion and 2 of them jammed in the process. Stay tuned. When I come back, I will show you what to do if such incident happen and what this community would have helped this woman that caught the attention to do. And also as a man, I will show you women you should avoid. If you see such people, take off. Don't prove that you're a man. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye.
Welcome back. You are still on your young friend, Dr. Richard Okoye, and today's edition is liberating our people from ignorance of holding women, humiliating women on the process that a man they are with suddenly died during sexual intercourse. And today I want to show us something. In a situation you have a husband or any woman, you are with any man during the intercourse, and all of a sudden this man says my pain, or you as a man, because sometimes we do not have to talk. You will be in position to say, since I don't start, make I complete them. You will complete, but when you wake up, it will be hell. You know what? And they have a chest pain or unusual tiredness. My friend, stop. At that point, don't go further. Don't overload that heart further by your attempt to call up ejaculation by all means. At that point, you make their heart is already in trouble. Stop. Get seated. And if you have Vasoprene, put one in your mouth. It can be a saving grace. But in a situation where, as it happened to this woman, she wanted her to go and call people. She touched the husband was not alive again. What is called CPR can be started on this very fellow. This is what the community she reached out to, she called for help, should have done instead of focusing on her. Please, these are some of the things you must have to watch out. Men, you should not die before your time. Some people will say, after all, something must kill a man. Why must you die there? You don't see any other place waiting for you to die. Now, inside that very place, you will die. You know what? If you die there, if you die there, now straight to hell. No room for you to confess, not even forgotten. Now straight into hell. In fact, if you die on top, you know what? You don't need an angel to begin to open up book to say, I judge you by this. As an angel want to bring me, say, bros, wait, I know where they go. Don't worry. Now, you know your own portion. You can't be in position to die such death. And that's why, as a man, there are a lot of ladies out there that want to show you they can perform better than your wife. And they will be telling you, are you not man enough? Harder, move. Hey, stop. My people say, if women blow whistle for you, they blow whistle for you as a man, you will use back, enter the land of the dead. You know what? Show me that you're a man. Show me that you're a man. Harder. Show me you're a man. My brother, for you to see your children, better declare that you are Bobrisky. Tell them I'm not man. Yes, I'm not a man enough. I agree. I'm not man enough. Save your life. Yes, admit that you are not a man. If that thing that forcing you, harder. You know what? What they're trying to give you a peso to pound your heart inside that mortar. Tom, pia. The other side. May God help you. You must not die there. Something must kill a man. Why must you die there? A man came to us and it happened to her because of issue of weak erection. And only for his BP to be checked, the BP was 230/120. I called into my office and I said, we thank God that the purpose God brought you here is not just because of this other thing, it's to save your life. That your BP is already far gone beyond stroke level. Thinking I was talking to somebody who understands. He said to me, doctor, leave the BP, I can handle it. Attend to this one, leave the BP, I can handle it. I look at the man who is to handle BP and to concentrate on it. Why something must kill a man does not mean you must die there. Now hear me. Let us be able to get this little deception that's everywhere. Most time you see some of the pornographic movies, they will show you that, oh, this person can last for 30 minutes. Lie of the devil. In film making, you can cut scenes, cut it and join it together. And you will see those things. Averagely, a man following penetration, averagely as studied, lasts about 4.5 minutes. Averagely. In the average, taking it from here to here, averagely 4.5 minutes. And they will tell you, no, you must. In 2 days, you will be there. You'll do one now, your body's supposed to rest and return back. He said, no. Return on investment in this area. The person you will be able to give account to, now your maker. Wisdom is profitable to give direction. I want us to use this opportunity, share this very video to everyone you know. The knowledge you are getting now is share. There are women that are out there living in stigma of this. There are ones now in detention because of what they thought that. Even these ones that are held because of this issue, I appeal to the agency and appeal to everyone who is grieved. Please forgive them. Forgive them. It's ignorance of all of us. Let us start from the knowledge of today and be able to let everyone know on how to protect your wife, protect your husband.
You and your health with Dr. Richard Okoye.
I developed this app in America called Dr. Save a Life. If you go to emergency section, it will show you the acute emergency. If you just look at it, heart attack or sudden collapse. It will show you the animated video of what to do where there is no doctor. Download this Dr. Save a Life app today. It's your doctor where there's need to be known. He will tell you professional thing to do. Together we could be in position to save the life of our people. You can download this on Play Store and Apple Store. Right there for us. And I made it free for all Nigerians. Why can't we embrace knowledge in place of ignorance? Affliction shall not rise the second time. It don't happen over and over, yes? But today, through knowledge shall the just one be delivered. Let this message today mark the deliverance of Africa from ugly narrative and mentality. God bless you as I see you again.